It's Thursday. You know what that means. We in the pit with Josh to Mosh. What's up, everybody? This is like week 3 of the new roundtable. So we're still trying to figure out, or I'm trying to figure out the best way to start bringing it in, but we're going to kind of keep doing it how we've been doing it. What the hell? So you know how that goes. We bring in Numero Dos. What's up, my brother?
Man, I'm happy to be here. It's Thursday. You know what that means. It's the new format. I'm super excited about it. I love the new format. I really hope everybody else loves the new format. If you don't, let us know. If you do, let us know. We got a whole comment section. Hit us up.
Yeah, DMs, all that stuff. I get a few messages after almost every show from certain people. So far, it's a thumbs up.
It is. It's been great. And it just opens us up to interact with you guys more. Like, we get your comments on the screen more. We're not pressured by the time, and our talent that we have on with us from time to time gets to talk with us. I'm super excited about today's guest.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just like we get to be more of us, and that's why we do this live. Like, that's why we're not a recorded, post later
We're
thing.
not a podcast.
Even though we are now, but we're not. We are, but we're not. But that's why I wanted to do the live, because I want interaction live. I want people to, like, we can talk to each other and everybody will like it maybe, but getting those, like, when we don't think about something, or man, who was that? And then boom, comment. Oh yeah, that's what it is. So we don't have to Google. Like, we can just stay in the flow and everything comes out like if we're just chilling, because that's the goal, because we're in the pit. I'm just chilling.
Anything goes in the pit, man. You can get hit with anything in the pit.
Yeah, you just never know, man. So let's we're gonna be one short of our usual suspects. So sorry, Ryan. There's no Yay Mel moment tonight.
We have no AEW representation tonight, unfortunately.
But we can still talk about it, because
we can still talk about it. I knew Mel wasn't coming. I did my research. Josh is a huge AEW guy. Angels, we got it. We got you. We always got the content.
And then our special guest, is, we can say who that's going to be too. We got NAWF from the Tall Can Listening podcast. Will be joining us very soon too. He's actually in the backstage lush, waiting room right now.
If y'all don't follow
the catering and whatnot, yeah,
you should. Tall Can is such a great listen. They have all kinds of sports talk, all kinds of good humor. They talk wrestling, they talk basketball, football, everything. Yeah, I listen to Tall Can. I listen to like 3 podcasts, and Tall Can is one of them. So if you're not following, you really should.
Absolutely. But before we bring him in, let's bring in our usual subject that is here, our poodle bro. What's up, man?
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on, man? How's
another day, another
dollar?
We're so happy you're here.
$1,000 probably.
I know, right? Hey.
This guy dollar.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
you probably don't even know what a dollar bill looks like.
If you've ever been,
he gets the big bills.
If you've ever slept on the couch at Angels, you know that it's not another day, another dollar. Like, those are some nice couches. You got the nice shoes, the nice jeans. I'm ready, man. Like, tell me the secrets. How do I make this money? Evil's #1 fan is right here, and Angel was about to talk to him. About it.
And I do have a lot to say about that, but
before we get into our topic, so we're going to bring in our guest. Sure. Like I said, we're still trying to get this vibe on how to do this, because I don't know what I'm doing at all. But yeah, let's bring in our guest from Tall Can Listening podcast, the one and only NAWF.
What's up? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
All right. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good,
the dream. Living the dream.
What you drinking?
Some Coors. Coors.
Rum.
Always.
What? Is it because Coors is too cheap for you?
Well, I mean, another nickname I do have is bougie ass Angel. So you
already know how he is. That rum that he's drinking is from 1842. It costs $1,900 a bottle.
God. Oh Lord, I wish. Shit, man.
He's like, not on Thursdays. Not on Thursdays.
That's not Thursday rum.
That's not the Thursday rum.
Fuck out of here.
So how are things with Tall Can Listening podcast, man? What's going on?
They're going. We're exceeding my own expectations, honestly. I didn't know what to expect.
You never really do, right? Like, it's like, man, that sounds like a good idea, and see people doing it. It's like,
let's just talk on camera and get drunk.
Yeah, you're just adding a camera to what we normally do anyway, right?
This is what makes me nervous, though, because with Talkcan, I'm able to go back and cut stuff I know I shouldn't have said. So being on live, I'm like, all right, let me.
Yeah, we're without a net here, man. There ain't no net here.
Well,
We're the
we'll
pit.
give you the rules. You can cuss, you can swear, you can talk all the shit you want. Don't say anything derogatory, discriminatory, or super uncool. But tell us all your opinions, man. You know, we're fucking chill. We want to hear all about evil, but you know,
we'll get to that
as we would like these days.
Yeah,
man. Listen. It's not about me right now. It's about NAWF. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, I just want to say, man, I have heat with you right now.
Yeah,
You know, I just want to say. Okay. So my life was nice and calm. You know, I kept hearing about the stupid fucking corrido song and all that. And you posted it on your page, and I had the unfortunate to click on that link on La 69. Good Lord, that is truly the worst thing I've ever heard. Like, I
6ix9ine, bro.
Man, look, what she said that God, thank God for her skills. I'm like, man, I don't know what God you're praying to, because that is not at all.
Maybe by the end of the episode, you'll have enough rum in you, I'll have enough beer, and we could sing it together.
Oh Lord, no.
Okay.
You know what? We'll see.
Okay.
Only if Brad joins. Only Brad joins.
So just so y'all know, y'all remember Rebecca Black and when she did that Friday song?
Yeah.
I've got a team that every single Friday I send them a GIF from that music video. For like over a year, I've been trolling them this way. When I heard that song today, I was like, please let the rest of them hear this song because I want this to be the new Friday theme because
I think
song
is
the worst.
It's as bad.
No, yeah,
and
no.
What sucks is that it's a little catchy.
Yeah, because the instrument, like the band's actually good. It is a good band, and it had like the catchy little.
Too. It's got a good beat.
And then she just ruined her vocals. Yeah. And she's on auto-tune too.
Wait a minute. Okay, I don't speak Spanish fluently, but you guys think it's the vocals that makes that bad? Like, I don't know what she's saying, and it still sounds awful.
No. What I mean, like her singing.
No, her singing.
No.
Yeah.
But he's saying like
there's no rhythm, there's no beat. It's not really on point with the music. Like, there are full-blown mariachi songs that I have no idea what's going on, but I can tell like this is good shit. Like this sounds like good shit. Like I don't know what they're saying, but her song has to be the biggest dumpster fire ever, and I don't even know half of what it is. I'm just basing it off of the beat and her.
Yeah. So I wonder. The funny thing is, I wonder how many millions of dollars she made today. Because here we are in the pit.
4 million.
Yeah. We're in the pit. We never talk about anything but wrestling, and here we are talking about this. No. I'm just making a point on how bad it is that it's happening.
That's what I'm saying. I mean? Hey,
we talk about whatever the fuck we want, but I'm just saying it's like that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
and here we are happily talking about it. Like I have no problem with it. It's just, I got full disclosure though.
We're just gonna edit this out later. It's fine. We'll edit it out later.
Yeah, we're gonna make this could be a podcast. But anyway,
but okay, let me just say something quick. For any heel out there that wants to get like instant heat, come out to that fucking song.
Stop! There's a wrestler in the Baracho crew. What's wrong with you? You can't just be going around shit. Stop that.
No. He said
he's gonna do. Do not do that.
Someone.
You put it out there. Oh, okay.
You never know if one of the wrestlers in the Baracho crew might get your idea and go with it. Stop it right now.
You never know. And just full disclosure, I've heard all about the song. I've seen memes or whatever. I haven't heard the song. I'm okay with that.
Don't do it.
I'm probably one of the last people that still haven't heard like that Old Town Road song. Like I avoid everything. I know. You know what I'm saying, but like I'm not the. If it's big popular, doesn't mean I've heard it because I'm old.
For sure.
And if it's not Metallica, I probably don't know anything about it. So thanks for joining us this week in the pit.
We're out of here.
Bye. Shortest episode ever.
Hey, but I do have a question about Talkcan before we go.
Hold on 1 second though.
Not before we go.
We're not going anywhere yet. But
before we move on, before we get any far away from Talkcan than we could have.
Okay. I need to bring somebody else to join us real quick. before we get too far gone, we got numero uno joining us also.
Hey,
he was able to get in. So what's up, my man?
Yo,
what's up, everybody?
Gang
what's up?
The Borracho crew in full effect here for the pit version, anyway.
So, I don't really I've met. For those of y'all that aren't familiar with NAWF and social media, NAWF is the man in social media. He is very active. I met you and talked to you way more online before I ever met you in person.
Yeah.
I think you were probably at shows, but that's just kind of the vibe that you have. You're one of the better wrestling fans that you really do communicate with other people online, and you really do have that vibe about you in social media. But then I meet you in person, and you don't have anything to say. You're so quiet. I'm the same way.
I saw that coming.
I'm the same way, legitimately. I'm loud as fuck here because we all know each other. But if we were in a different setting, I'm the quietest one of us around. And that's saying a lot. But my question is, what tipped you over the scale? What tipped you over the scale that made you say, you know what, I'm willing to put my voice out there. I'm willing to put my face out there for my message. What made you really jump ship and say, I'm out there?
It's a lot of this.
Liquid courage solves everything.
Because I've noticed even at wrestling shows, I'll show up quiet, and then by the end of the night, I've had a bunch of beers. And I get louder. I gradually get louder at each show. So I was like, you know, let me put this on camera on Spotify. Let me put my voice to everyone's ears of me just drunk talking shit. And I thought it'd be a good idea, and I don't know if it is yet. I'm about 20 episodes deep.
Dude.
I mean, I would say one thing that I really admire about you is that you really do reach for your product. Some of the guests that you've had have really, I was shocked. I was like, wow, it can be really challenging to book in the pit, and all we have to do is get you to turn on your camera. But you get people to come to your house, to your apartment, and film with you live. And some of the guests you have, you guys had Hernandez. Holy shit. Damn.
To ask him to come to my apartment, it was 10 o'clock at night, and I had a bunch of these again. And I was like, hey, you want to come to my podcast? And he was like, yeah, just let me know. And I was like, what the
He's
fuck?
always
was
down
that
for
easy?
whatever that guy.
Damn.
Yeah,
wow.
I honestly wasn't surprised because he's a pretty down dude to do stuff. You know what I mean? But that's super cool, though. I get your point.
Yeah.
But y'all have had Aaron Mercer, y'all have had Dunbar, y'all have had Hernandez, y'all had my cousin Curly Nateague.
Oh,
he's not my cousin really, but I just say that.
The last name, I get it.
I would say one of my favorite episodes was probably the best guest y'all had was your wives. That one was
pretty
damn epic.
Which I got bumped for that episode, for the record. That was gonna be that was gonna be my episode because I was actually in town and I was invited, and he's like, "Oh, we can't do it this one though. We already told our wives." I was like,
"Yeah," and they definitely wanted to have their episode on quicker than that. So
no, it was good. It was a really good episode.
That promo that y'all made for that was hilarious.
Them two?
Where Sarah, when they were making fun of y'all. And y'all were like, what the fuck are y'all doing? I was like, this shit is awesome. That, to me, that when y'all made those promos and that one in specific, I was like, damn, NAWF has really graduated. As being in the pit, we know you have your stages of success and sometimes you hit failures and bumps. But when you put that promo out and then the podcast came out and it was hilarious as well, that was good shit. You're really directing crazy stuff, man.
Hit the ground running.
I'm trying.
Yeah, man. We're episode 85 right now and still don't have a promo of any kind.
We just got a new format, baby. We just got a new format.
We're still trying to
do shit. Episode 85.
We've interviewed 65 people.
I was very nervous about this format when you asked me to come on. I was like, oh, I'm on for the whole hour compared to the old format.
Yeah, man, it's a commitment, but we appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, hey, how cool was it seeing that a random car had your bumper sticker?
It was pretty cool until I found out it wasn't as random as I thought. It was X's coworker.
But listen,
no, it was cool that someone spotted it in the street, and they messaged me I don't know whose car this is. And I was like, oh, that's badass. And I sent it to X. He was like, oh, that's my homeboy Manny. I was like, well, it's still cool. Someone saw it.
Exactly. It's working.
Has anybody asked you to sign any autographs?
Oh no, not even, bro.
That's weird. That's
Just
weird.
wait.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just wait, it happened. It's happened to all of us. I don't know if it's
That's
happened.
badass.
It's happened
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Really?
Even at the drive-through show, that my first PPW show that you drove all the way down for. Yeah, I got people like, hey, can you sign my poster? I'm like,
have you practiced y'all's autographs yet?
Why?
No, you have to. You have to. Like, that was my problem. Like, they walked up to me, I was like,
I was like, can I try again? Like, I messed up. Try again.
They were like,
I'm not. A whole paper of just a bunch of scribbles.
Yeah, who's that? This is freaking
exactly.
I don't know what that says.
Yeah, it's J's and M's and crap.
I think I just signed it Ghost. I think I just wrote Ghost. I was like, here you go.
It could be anyone.
I can't even read my handwriting normally anyway, so it's just like, yeah, man, this is gonna be bad.
I think Bradley should just write the number 2 on everything.
I was thinking about it, but by the time I figured that out, like, nobody else asked me for my autograph. Like, it only happened twice. And then by the time I was like, perfect, I got it. Everyone was like, fuck that guy.
That'll look like the Conor McGregor autograph. He just goes like that. It's just a line. They showed there's a video of this when they do all the event signings, and he's just like scribbling on it. Well, yeah, like it's not even a scribble.
Something to people, I guess.
Oh yeah, because it's him. Yeah, hell yeah. So let's get into talking about wrestling. I guess like what we're here for.
It's a wrestling show? Oh shit!
Sometimes,
guys.
On occasion. No, man, it's awesome.
I love this. I love that. This is minutes in.
This is why we changed the format, because it was just all like, and then here's a segment, and here's a segment, and here's a segment, and then we talk to somebody for 30 minutes and ask usually the same questions over and over. Hey, like after we asked 60, 70 people, like we started saying like, let's try something different.
If we're gonna change up the format, we might as well get paid. Have you friends and your friends been wanting to watch wrestling lately? You should tune into the. I'm just kidding. That's the only thing we need. We need ads. Like I heard that the other day. I was like, damn, we need some viewers, because if we had ads, we can make money, and then we can. No, you gotta have ads, bro. You gotta have like those wonky little in the middle, like. But real quick, before I tell you who died, have you tried popcorn?
Oh my god!
Right.
Chris Jericho's podcast does that, and it's like I don't want to hear.
I know,
dude. Like men's Viagra.
And it's like, all right, just a second. Let me get to our sponsors. And he pulls out the paper and reads it. I'm like, bro.
He's like, and then he jumped off the building. But before I tell you he died, have you shaved recently? Because you should.
Yeah. Like a Canadian destroyer off second story.
What?
Before we get to that,
are you pleasing your wife in the bedroom? If not, here's some blue cheese.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Have you heard about the blue?
Speaking of hard matches, are you doing it where it really counts?
Hard bumps.
Whoa. I don't know if it's anything if you have hard bumps though.
Yeah, that's when.
That's
there's a different pill for that.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Juan. As I say, Juan, I totally feel like you're judging us right now. You just stand there.
We need a segment where we turn like wrestling terms into sexual terms. Like we could spend 5 minutes talking about are you ribbing me a sexual term or is it a wrestling term in this context? Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you don't have a 9-inch dick? Is this a work? Have I been worked?
I think I don't have a way to get us talking about wrestling though. We actually have another guest that's just jumping in. And if it ain't loco, it ain't fire, is a good way to bring in the one and only Jaime. Jaime, what's up, brother?
Hey.
Surprise guest.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Shit, we got the whole borracho crew up in this bitch, dog.
Oh yeah, man.
And we got Tall Can listening in here too. Podcast.
Shit, where's my beer, dog? Where's my
borracho? But
where's my beer, dog? Pass me one, dog.
You got. Yes, the Borracho crew and the Borracho in-laws.
It's Borracho and friends and the amigos.
There it is.
There we go. Yeah, me and NAWF for the in-laws or the friends. Yeah, because I ain't getting stabbed by nothing. Sorry.
Yeah,
but anyway. What's up, Jaime, man? What's going on?
No, nothing, man. I just dropped Sin Sage and Mickey Knuckles today, man. They're gonna do a local rules match, man.
Mickey Knuckles made a pretty big, I guess, kind of comeback, I guess, recently, right?
Yeah.
He was on ICW?
The past weekend, that ICW Deathmatch Circus. and that shit was wild. I actually had a chance to watch a whole deathmatch weekend that weekend, and it was crazy because I don't really watch that. You know, I'm more of a wrestling fan, but it's crazy. That shit's crazy.
For those of y'all that don't know what Jaime's talking about, Sadika versus Mickey Knuckles at ICW actually ended in a stoppage. Sadika just went to fucking town. Mickey Knuckles couldn't respond. And when the match was over, Sadika, as we all know, was Sadika and just kind of kept going. And it took the boys from the locker room to come back out and separate them. It was huge.
I know, it was crazy. That main event was insane.
It was psycho. Like, Sadika's really showing out on the main stage right now. Like,
she's the queen of this shit. She's the goddess of destruction. So, dog, live the gimmick, daddy. She's living it, dog. She is the real life, dog.
She is, absolutely. I want to say, how much of a gimmick is it, though, man? Damn.
For real. Hey,
saying,
for real. I've seen some Sadika performances, dog, and they're crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen her once, but it was against Nick Gage, and I was just like, damn, she did stuff dudes ain't gonna do, and that's what he said too. So it's like,
for real, we're like, what the fuck? I still go back and watch that, man. That's probably one of my favorite Sadika matches ever.
I still got pieces from the match in my shoe. Because y'all know I'm wearing a chancla always, but yeah.
Yeah, but we dropped Sadika versus Roxy. I don't know if y'all know Roxy, but she's in the kind of like the Caribbean, like Puerto Rican scene. And she's making her ways. I think she's done galleys a few times, and she comes highly recommended. So we're like, let's put her against Sadika and let's see what's up. So we put those two together. So I hope people like that.
So talk to me about this match you announced this morning.
What are you talking about, Sin Sage and Mickey Knuckles or what?
Yes.
Yeah, man, dude. Like, honestly, that was purely Sadika, man. She hooked that up, man. For real, I'm gonna give her all the credit. Sadika hooked that up. So.
I had that question. I wanted to ask you, when did this match get booked? Before or after Sunday?
It was Monday. It was Monday.
I figured they showed out this weekend, man. Like, the girls were the highlight of ICW this weekend, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. And then that tournament they had over there in California that was it the Goddess of Gore? Yeah. So, and then they're having another tournament in Indianapolis on the 16th and the 17th or something like that.
Yeah.
Forgot for who. I think it's BOW.
Yeah, is it Crimson Cup?
I don't even know. It's Anarchy something. I've seen the flyer like once.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen pretty soon for Sadika, and then hopefully in November, and then pretty much we still have to announce 5 more matches for November 20th, and they're all badass, man. I know Juan's gonna like them and shit like that. I gave a couple of people the sneak previews of the flyer, the card, and it's shaping out to be a really banger. So
I got a peep. I got a peep this afternoon. I loved it. I thought it was the shit. I won't spoil anything, but I was super excited about it.
Yeah. Hey, sorry guys if I seem kind of off. I smoked like 2-3 blunts already. Oh man, that's why it's kind of hard to be like,
It's all good, man.
Yeah. So. But yeah, man, it's shaping out to be a good card, man. I really hope I see a lot of y'all motherfuckers there. It's gonna be insane. We got 2 local rules matches. We got Stackhouse versus Luther Curtis.
Yep.
Dude, both for real. Move, bitch, get out the way. That ring is gonna fucking like.
Yeah.
Dude, a rope is gonna break, dog.
For sure.
Yeah, that's big boy.
Yeah,
big boy wrestling right there.
Yeah, exactly, dog. That's kind of what we had in our mind when we booked it.
But big boys that are gonna move and jump and flip and dive, and who the hell knows what else they're gonna do.
For real. Because Pro Row is gonna be in for a treat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready. I already got my tickets.
Yeah, for real. Hey, remember, guys, it's BYOB. I'm gonna have a lot of the taco guys coming back. I'm gonna have a ceviche guy. Texas Deathmatch is coming back. Ray Ace is coming back.
Ceviche guy. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, for real. He's gonna Captain Ceviche. He's gonna have his own twist of ceviche, different kinds. So he's gonna be up there because I wanted to switch it up, give people a variety of food, when they're drunk. So there's something different. So besides tacos and beer,
Tacos are pretty good though.
Yeah, tacos are
Can't go wrong with tacos.
Yeah,
never.
what other matches have I announced? I'm trying to remember.
Don't say something too soon.
No, don't remind him. Just make him announce them till just guess. You just tell us what matches, and we'll tell you yes or no if you've.
Yeah,
I don't even want to I don't even want to announce the rest of it because, dude, the rest of the card is gonna be badass. It's gonna be more of a.
It's a loco show. Like we already know that.
It's gonna be like a little clusterfuck of like goodness, guys, dog. For real, it's gonna be cool. Hey, shout out to Pistol Pete. He's booking a lot of crazy shit. It's just not me. I'm the promoter. I show everybody what we're doing, but shout out to Pistol Pete, man. That motherfucker is a crazy booker, guys. So he doesn't get as much credit as possible, but man, shout out to my boy Pete. He does a lot of good job, man. So
hey, real quick,
give us a sneak peek. Give us a sneak peek of what you're having at the next local show. Like, give us a hint.
Oh no, dude! I'll you know what? Just for y'all, I'll give you the There's this one match that I think y'all will fucking pop, especially for you, Juan. It's gonna be Hijo Candilupas and fucking Dragonbane versus Gino and ASF.
Oh
yes,
yeah, for real.
Damn.
Nice.
Hey,
yeah.
Holy shit.
So we just don't have like local. Hey, trust me, they're gonna get better and better. We even got a scramble, bro. We even threw a scramble.
Those are always so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, those are always so good when y'all do.
We want to throw some more women in there. We wanted to, throw a little lucha in there. There's gonna be some wrestling in there. What else do we got? Just a little bit of for everybody. That's what Loco is all about, guys. So
that match right there.
Just drink some beer, enjoy fucking badass wrestling. You already know. I think Joshua knows. Riley knows. Illmatic back there, he knows what's up, dog. Knows what's up, dog. For real.
Yeah, we gotta get NAWF out there.
For real. No, I've been wanting to go.
We're fine.
It's just hard. It's hard.
Listen. In what show will you get yellow shots? Jello shots.
Yeah, for just being there.
Hey guys, check this out. On the Lolo, I'm gonna have I'm trying to get a CBD vendor.
Nice.
So, quote unquote, CBD vendor there. So he's gonna have a lot of cool stuff planned up there. So it's a little bit of for everybody. I want the wrestling fans to enjoy it, the borrachos to enjoy it, the fucking the butt smokers. You know what I mean? So
yes!
You know what I mean? So I just want to say it without saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm rolling the bloody shit.
I think Numero Dos would propose to you right now if he wasn't already married.
I got a question. Last time you were in the pit, MC Hardbody was talking a lot of shit to all of us. How did MC Hardbody make out against Jimmy Lloyd?
Oh man, I think he got thumbtacks to the feet. He got a fucking driver through some chairs. He got chunked over through a whole bunch of doors and shit.
Sounds like he got his lesson learned.
Hey,
that shit.
He talked a lot of shit to us.
I texted Jimmy Lloyd. I said, "Listen, man, this guy, fuck this guy. Don't
you know what? I love me some MC Hardbody because he's so random, dude. I love it.
It's so random.
It is a type of entertainment for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just glad y'all enjoyed it, man. Did any of y'all catch it? It's on Title Match. The full event's on Title Match now. We had Ninja Mac. Did y'all catch Ninja Mac versus
Loki?
And Loki. What y'all think about that?
That was a banger.
We liked it. Loved it. Do you want to answer a question that's a little behind the scenes, or do you want to keep that off the record?
Oh yeah, hold on a second.
What happened?
You want to give us an exclusive on what happened with the fan that mid-match?
Dude.
Okay, there's a local underground, and there was a lot of fans talking about that shit. And okay, this guy was fucking drunk, and he said, "Do you want to get up?" And I think Loki got in his face. He goes, and he got in his face, and he goes, "You want to go to the hospital?" He goes, "Yes." And then that's when one of our students got that dude and pushed him out the way. And I think, I don't know what happened out there, but I think the student, I don't know if it was the student or Loki, because I wasn't there, and nobody wants to tell me that answer. But that
I heard
that dude got just left, I think.
I heard. It was not your student.
No, it was
from somebody that was like 5 feet from where it happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's what they told me.
I heard.
They were fibbing.
That's all I can say.
You know, I just want to say it was such a low key thing because I'm like, I've never seen an incident happen at Loco, and I'm like, of course, it's low key.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, dude. Low key will jump 8 rows back from the ring just to fight a fan for talking shit. Like low key is like one of those guys that's like, man.
But he's super cool though. That's the thing that caught me off guard. He was like, just like he was like when you get along with, he's super cool. I was like, I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna be. I thought he might like try like big time and all that shit. No, he was like legit, just chill. I was like, okay.
I didn't know he was Puerto Rican. That's the one thing that like got me. I thought he was just like Asian with some Latino.
No way!
For real. I really didn't look up. Oh
my God.
It was intentional.
So
you got worked. Like that's the easiest work too. Like that's not even like even I knew he wasn't Asian.
I don't know. That just popped me, man. That just popped me.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. So but yeah, man, the local show is shaping out to be a great event. Dude, front row is like selling very well. I think it's gonna be gone by this weekend. So
Juan,
the way it goes. And there's a
tickets.
lot of sponsors are coming back and dude, it's gonna be crazy. I just hope everybody enjoys this one. This is kind of like when we thought about it, I was like telling Pedro, come on, man, let's do it like a No Limit record. Like back in the day, they used to do like 2 CDs, and it's nothing but fire. It's like a badass CD that you can't skip. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like that.
So for all the young people out there, CDs used to be these things that these round things. Had to, man. I'm the old man.
First there was the Boston Tea Party, and then there was CDs.
And then CDs right after.
Whoa.
In the Civil War. Yeah.
8 tracks, cassettes, and CDs.
Hey, one quick question, dog. Do y'all still buy DVDs? Yeah,
I still buy Blu-rays occasionally for something I like.
It's been like a year.
for real?
As a collector, my space is valuable. Like I can't really have 500 DVDs, so I have 650 digital movies. I have 20 DVDs at this point. Takes up no space in the house.
Yeah, for real, right? No, but I was asking because there was another thing that I was telling Ninja Mac about this gimmick. We saw these like thumb drives that look like VHS, and we put in like loco shows in there. What did y'all think about that, dog?
That would be dope. That would be dope. Somebody else said to me one time, like, what would you do if we gave you a thumb drive with wrestling on it? I'm like, shit my pants and watch it. Like, hell yeah. Are you serious?
That was one of those ideas we were like thinking about. I think it was either my wife or Ninja Mac that was talking about that. So it's like a little something different, to the merch table game and shit. So we're thinking about that.
Nice.
So,
you never know what you're gonna get at a local show.
Yeah. Right, man, for real.
So buy your damn tickets.
Yeah, guys, I need to buy y'all
wait.
tickets. It's gonna be a crazy event. We got like 5 more matches to drop. Stackhouse is gonna be in the building. Luther, Sadika, Roxy, Mickey, Sage. I'm trying to think.
Gino and ASF. Like
I was gonna say.
I don't want to because I'm waiting. I have all the graphics, but I don't want to just like drop everything. We still got the flyer to drop.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm waiting to see that flyer. Yeah.
All that shit. So I was like, let it just, a little slow. So I'm gonna drop one more match tomorrow. It's not that one that I just gave y'all. It's gonna be something different, so I can throw y'all off. So that's gonna be pretty much it. So buy your tickets. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be one of those ones you wish you were there. Because it's gonna be a lead off to hopefully December. So hopefully we start announcing matches or they announce that they're coming. So I'm just waiting. So it's a waiting game. So
I already heard. I've already heard from. I've heard your side of this story, and I've also heard Brett Lauderdale make a mention to me a couple of times. of possibilities. So I'm excited.
Well, I've heard, you know what I've heard because you told me.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that one. I mean, they're always great, but that's the one that I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah, I was talking to Danny. Honestly, guys, I really want to bring ICW to Houston, guys. Like, I want to do one of those events here. I feel like it would be cool, and I think Houston would like that, dude. So
you should. Hey, when y'all do, holler at the Baracho crew. We made like so much of the shit at the ICW shows last time. We worked with them.
Yeah, I want to see that shit here because I think Loco and ICW is like a perfect fit because you know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
no doubt.
It's like a mix because I feel like there's a little bit more freedom at the premiere as opposed to other venues because they're getting pissed off at certain things.
Trust me, I know.
You gotta have a little, shit like that. Make sure people don't act crazy. Like last time with Loki, because Loki was about to start doing like some MMA on a fan, and for real. So it's stuff like that, man.
Yeah, so, having a venue like that is a blessing. Trust, because I wish I had one down here. But
it's
anybody in Kingsville listening, quit being punk ass.
Right? It's like I'm calling it like it's like the H-Town version of like the ECW arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
it's true. Well, I will tell you, we talked to the building owner. We work with Wrestle Rave down there, and we were begging that dude one time, the building manager or whatever. We're like, man, let us use a tube. Let's use 2 tubes. And he was like, no. I was like, you let Loco use tubes, and he goes, you're not Loco. I said, all right, fair enough. But I was like, damn, all right, that's a pretty good point. Like, boom. I'll see myself out. Thanks for that.
That was a big bomb.
That's
no,
awesome,
because
man.
honestly, guys, when it comes to the Loco stuff, it's a life of its own, dog. For real. Like Locos, it's the crew, man, and the people feel it's the wrestlers. They feel that energy from the crowd. I think it's the crowd that puts a lot of like. I've seen Candy Lupus and Dragon Bane at one of our shows be all nervous to go outside because they heard the pa 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 pa, the crowd going crazy. I'm like, fuck, they were nervous, dog, the first time they came to Loco because a lot of people they don't expect. They see the fucking ugly old warehouse, and once they step in, they feel that energy, dude. It's something in the air, guys.
It's true.
I mean, you do that walk down the road to get to it and stuff. You're just like, man, looking around. Because I remember the first time I walked in, I was like, man, what the hell's over here? What's going on? Yeah. And then you walk through the door and you're just like, oh shit, this is it.
It's a vibe. Legit.
Straight up.
It's a shout out to Pedro Lowrider. He got a lot of those banners from like homies, promoters. Dude, just everybody. Like everybody sees like the wall, they want a banner on there. Like, for real.
I know I got one for you, but you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll hang them all up there, dog. We want it to be like a home for wrestling, dog.
Sweet. Awesome, man. I think that's what we.
Yeah.
You got any more?
Guys, I'll see you later, man. I gotta go meet up with somebody. So, all right, peace out. Y'all have a good rest of the show, guys.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Too, man. Appreciate you.
All right,
later. Hi, Mitt.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna pop up in the pit.
I really do need to make it out to a local show,
bro.
Yeah, dude, you need to, man.
You'll love it.
It's an experience.
It's
a game changer. Just from all y'all's posts and all the pictures and everything, like, and the match cards and everything.
Yeah, the energy is just crazy, man. Like I don't even know who to compare it to for as far as other companies.
It's the next big thing. So I want to say this: like when you think about like companies like PWG and shit like that just kind of came out of nowhere. Even Wrestle Circus, like that's turf relevant. I know they didn't end well, but I'm just saying like the vibe. Like when you go to Loco's show, it's fucking different. Like that was the one thing the guys always told me that like it's different. Yeah. And the show before I went, everyone in the Baracho crew was there at the time, but me. And just watching them talk about it in the group chat, like I had to turn the phone off. Like I had to literally turn it all off because like they were just jamming. And when I went to the next show, it was everything that they said it was going to be. And what was crazy was like, if y'all remember, GCW came to Houston and then they went to Dallas. And people were like, that Dallas show was nothing compared to the Houston show. And even Brett Lauderdale said that. He said that Houston, that arena, was next level. He said top 5 audiences ever. And when you think about the fact that he runs NGI, he runs Tournament of Survival, he runs RS or Spring Break, that's crazy for Loco versus GCW to make a top 5 crowd. That speaks to that arena.
Yeah,
and we were there.
Well, that speaks to the promoter.
Yeah, we were all there too. That's probably why. But anyway.
Yeah, you know.
We're not.
and just real quick, he was trying to like put over the arena, but it's not the arena that makes the local shows. Because I've been to a show and I was actually a promoter for part of a show at that same arena. I mean, it was a good show, but it wasn't. I mean, the vibe was not at all the same.
So I kind of disagree a little bit. So let me offer some perspective here. I think your arena and your area has a lot to do with it, because if you look at that arena, it's very unique. It's got all the flyers. It's got that underground vibe and the underground feel. And other promotions run in that venue, and other promotions use those Loco talent in their promotions, but they don't catch on like Loco does.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Loco really does. Like, I think that everybody else that uses that venue is wasted talent. Like when somebody talked about running a family show in there, I was like, that's really an interesting concept. Like, you don't want to run a family show necessarily. Sorry, Teresa. You don't want to necessarily run a family show if you're going to be throwing tubes and stuff. But those tubes show that
Teresa loves tubes, though.
Hey, no, for real, me too, Teresa. Let's get some tubes. But, I think that's the great. Like, even PPW, like, I love those types of vibes like that. Even you may look at that venue and say, oh, it's just this, it's just a town hall, it's just a factory, it's just a warehouse building, but it's really what you make of it. Like, PWG became world famous out of a fucking bingo hall.
I think we're saying the same thing in a different way, because I mean, the venue matters. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it's local is local because it's local.
Because
it's at a badass venue.
Yeah.
And it's at a badass venue.
I feel like the promoter and the way they book things, that has a lot to do with it. Like, as you can see, Jaime is like very energetic with social media. He's posting everywhere.
Well, at the shows, do you see him stop moving at the shows? He's like constantly, "What's up, guys?" And I'm gonna go sit with y'all now. I'm gonna go sit with them
everybody.
now. Like, he's in there making it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just that gets just the vibe up. You know. Like, because I ran a match there in that venue, you know, but I was like, well, what am I going to do? It's like, well, let me have a surprise entrance from somebody that's a local talent, you know, and it's a weapons match. Like, you know, I was like, I got to do something, because that's what people in this place are, you know, used to. It's what it works. And I mean, I think we had a good match, but then, like, I mean, it was one of the 10 matches. So, I mean, it was a good show. It's a great show. A lot of talent. It's just not the local vibe. Like, the vibe is Loco has that vibe. You know what I mean? And like I said, even with me, what I was trying to say is, like, my match that I had, that I promoted, even though I had a local talent and it was a weapons match, it still wasn't the local vibe. Like, it still wasn't. You know, it was a good match. Like, I think it went well. People liked it. People talked about it. There's memes about it. Whatever. But it's not the local vibe. And that's all I was trying to say. And it sounded like that's what he was saying, the same thing, but
in a different way.
In a totally different way, yeah. So he just wants to argue with me, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, you guys legit said the same thing. Like, you both said the exact same thing.
No, I feel like that's probably my miscommunication. Like, we talk about that all the time, like what you can do. Like, okay, real talk. Look at heavy metal. Heavy metal runs out of mall, and that's some of the best shows that you can find. Like, legitimately, I've driven 90 miles to watch heavy metal. Yeah. Like, to watch it live when it's going to be on my TV free in 4 days. When you talk about, like, the, you know, PPW, like, all these venues that have unique venues, and they utilize that space, they utilize that setting. That's what
the vibes works for them. You know what I mean? Like GCWA down here, like, you know, when it's at the Valencia.
I love GCWA's venue. It captivates me. When I see that shit in the background, it interests me.
But you haven't been to the after hour shows, is what I'm getting at. They have the bingo hall shows. Where, I mean, technically they play bingo in both places, but there's an official, like, it's the bingo hall, like, you know what I mean? And you go walk in, you're like, oh yeah, this is bingo. You go to Valencia, it's like, oh, they could have a quinceañera, they could have a wedding, they could have whatever. Oh, yeah. You know, it's a beautiful place, and the shows are totally different. Like, it's the same talent. They have shows there, and they have shows after hours. They're totally different vibe with the same people. So the venue does matter. Yeah. But like I said again, this Loco's local because freaking Jaime and what he does. And his people. Like it's a local. They put it up to that local vibe. You know what I mean?
I think it's just about the creativity. I think like one of my things. Sorry to toot the PPW horn so much, but the Mosh Chingon Championship, like that thing carries with it like every champion chooses the match stipulation every time. You know, like
open challenge.
Those types of creativity. Right, and beyond the fact that it's a good concept, it's a good thing. You know, like I just think creativity does it. There's a lot of wrestling promotions that go out there and they try to say, I'm going to book this match. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But then at the end of the day, you're halfway through the show and you think to yourself, you know, if you ran this on TV, it would be anyone's guess as to who is running this show. And the Houston Premier Arena actually speaks volumes to that because there's currently like 5 promotions that run out of that venue. But you know when you're looking at a Loco clip versus anybody else's clip.
Absolutely. Man, it's just like the longest we've gone without talking about what we talk about every week. This is awesome.
We had to get super early.
No, I wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared for what y'all do.
I'm just the guest. I don't know what's going on.
I got a question for the guest. I want to ask a guest a very important question.
Here we go.
Put him on the spot right in front of thousands.
I told him not to be nervous, but yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
In front of the millions of fans watching us on the interwebs, why NAWF won't join the Borracho crew?
I knew it.
Oh man, I will say I love to drink, but not the way y'all do.
What you mean?
Okay, for example, at
from a host of the Tall Can listening. Okay. Yeah.
I drink tall cans. I drink tall cans. Y'all are taking shots, drinking liquor, staying for 3 shows at heavy metal, like so 2-3 in the morning.
Brad's like,
bro, I'm gonna take it a step farther. Like, how about when we worked ICW show? Like, most people don't know this. Yeah. We got fucking fucked up with y'all the whole night, and all y'all drunk asses left, and they looked at us and they were like, "Oh, there's a big pile of shit out back that we have to clean up." And so we had to drunkenly throw away every goddamn table, chair, door, barbed wire bat that was all night long. When we got back to Angel's place at the end of the night, we were fucking dead.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, man.
Miss Pat. I don't
Miss
drink
Pat.
as much I don't drink as much as them. Wait, which way am I pointing? Look, I'm already drunk.
I don't think so. I think you do drink as much as us. I think that you drink more than we do.
No.
Oh, yeah. I've seen your show.
That's when I'm in the comfort of my own home.
Well,
I drink most of the beers in my house too.
I can't do that at wrestling shows.
There's
I gotta tone it down a little bit.
There's an open invitation for you. You're like we don't really look for members, but I told the guys like I want him to join. He's one of those guys that I would like to have.
What's there? Is that the punishment? You gotta just take it.
The initiation.
Well, it depends on how drunk we are.
It changes.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Honestly,
you have to bleed.
No, not entirely. Not entirely.
Okay.
So
I want to see how this is not going to be a cause for blood.
The caveat is you do have to get hit with something sharp. That has to happen.
Not necessarily. There's exceptions.
What?
Because Albert,
I've been asking for an exception for years.
He doesn't remember this story the way that he's going to tell it. I know what he's going for.
Albert got almost killed.
We hit Albert with a tack bat 3 times.
That was when we got back from Albert almost getting killed.
Albert had it worse than it. We beat the shit out of Albert all night and got him drunk and got his wife fucked up. Liz threw up in the bathroom nothing short of 8 times. No, like, honestly, like every 5 minutes was like, Liz, I'm having a good time.
Albert's watching right now. And yeah, that's how Liz got in.
Honestly, Liz got the worst initiation of anybody because cuts and scrapes heal, but Liz will never forget that hangover, and as long as she lives, like she got fucked up.
None of us will forget that hangover because it killed the collective for us.
It did.
Literally made us skip shows that we had paid for because we were so fucking hungover from taking I don't know how many Jaeger bombs. I don't know how much we paid each on our tab the first night we got to Indiana. It was bad. We just lost track. We just ordering shots. Like everybody was buying one round.
Was Angel there?
No,
No.
Angel was supposed to be there.
Yeah,
Angel
was buying all these shots.
That was around like the back.
Sound like an Angel move. Sound like an Angel move, buying lots of shots without caring how much they were.
Sorry. We were so fucked up. We were so fucked up. At one point, I turned around and I was like, "Oh shit, guys! Like half the GCW roster is watching this right now." And sure enough, it was like KTB, Kevin Gill, Tony Deppen, AJ Gray, and Juan just goes, "AJ Gray, shot my friend!" And next thing you know, AJ Gray's like, "Fuck it." And knocked Albert over, like chopped him to the floor. Mittens had to catch him. It was insane, and we forgot. Like everyone forgot. We remembered it because I came across it on Twitter the next day. Well, maybe they didn't forget. I totally forgot. I came across it on Twitter, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It was.
When did that happen? No.
But we did. To be fair, we did hit Albert with that carpet strip bat several times.
But that was when we came back.
So what was the exceptions? How do you get?
There wasn't one.
Well, no.
Albert
What is it?
Technically counts as one whole night. We did hit Albert with carpet strips. Like Albert did bleed. That is confirmed.
Yeah. So essentially, you the exception is you have to get hit. You have to get chopped super fucking hard by someone who was a massive human being.
Oh, well, get chopped?
I think the exception was that we realized
I'll get chopped.
I think the exception was that the carpet strip bat sucked. So then we were like, well, we can still turn this into a good thing by letting AJ Gray kill Albert. And he did. So I think really like the exception was only because the initial punishment wasn't great. But you know what, NAWF? We've done tax. We can do tax. We can hit you with some tax.
He's tried to hit me with tax at the end of shows a couple times.
We can do another.
He's like this with the shoe. He's like, it's time.
We can do another table spot, Julian.
Oh, I love table spots, obviously.
Yeah, fairly well known one. Yeah, that was pretty great.
That's your.
If we're talking tables, if that's all it takes, y'all can shield power bomb me through a table.
I'm really heartbroken right now that all these other ways are coming. I've been asking for other ways for almost 2 years and got nothing but you got to bleed. And now it's like, oh, you take a chop, go through a table.
What if we put tax on the table?
Yeah, there's gonna be thumbtacks in the table.
Damn it. No, I'm out.
Well, okay.
No. I know y'all are telling it off, but I'm just, no. Also.
All right.
I might be like, nah.
So, we do have to actually talk about something wrestling related, and we've got a decent segue. we do have a decent segue because there are several of us that want to know what the fuck is going on with Evil.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, let me go around.
And he's like, "Oh, we are going to talk about wrestling."
Oh yeah, no. Here, I'm kind of used to not talking about wrestling. Oh my fucking life. Okay. So let's talk about the G1. So bottom line, this G1 is actually one of the weakest G1s ever been. Don't get me wrong. No, get me wrong. It's very good matches that are happening. Very, 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 some are great matches, but we're spoiled because we normally have match of the year matches on a regular basis during the G1, which is kind of crazy because it's like a 12 days of 12 actually for each block. So 24 days of great fucking wrestling. Unfortunately, because of with the roster and all that, we're getting really good matches. Some even close, but not to that level. And to a point, I'll admit, Evil is having some decent matches. He's no, No,
Banger.
stop that. Stop that. No, he's not. No, he's not. So he's no okay. So he had a match against Tamatanga that was surprisingly really good. It was Tamatanga has surprised me how good he was.
Banger.
But again, as usual, Evil does his evil things. Like it's expected. Like you're gonna like it is fully expected that you're in an evil match, you're gonna get a Dick Togo fucking interference. It happens every time. It happens every time. But I will say there was a very unique thing. I forget who he wrestled, but he turned the lights off, and that ended up being like, oh wait, his how he got the win because the guy was caught off guard because the lights went out. And I thought it was like, oh, what the hell? The lights go out, and it was just Evil turning the lights off. So I'll give Evil this. He has not been the worst performer of the show. And actually, he has. So let me talk about the points right now. So right now with A block, there are 3 nights left. Zack Sabre Jr. has 10 points, and so does Ibushi. No, it's not. And then for 8 points, we have Shingo. Let's see, we have Shingo, Kenta, Ishii, and Okan with 8 points. So A block's all up in there, and I'm gonna talk about A block in a little bit. For B block, really, it's really 3 people. It's Okada and Cobb with 10 points, and Evil with 8 points. So there's still a possibility that Evil can still do his thing and maybe win the. Maybe win his block. There's no way he's gonna win. It's a good DG1. I can tell you right now. There's absolutely zero way that's gonna happen.
Banger.
But with that being said, since I'm already talking about the B block, Okada is back to his old self, which is great. Tamatanga is having really good matches. Okada and Sonata just had a great match yesterday and all that. And Cobb is again, he's doing great. Cobb is really setting himself up to be a dependable main event guy. And the most shocking thing happened, and one of the most shocking things in all of New Japan history. Our man Chase beat Tanahashi clean in the ring.
Clean in the ring.
Clean in the ring. Now I just want to point that out. Like one thing
Second time.
Well, it's
San Antonio, Texas. What's up?
This one. There's no question about it. He beat Tanahashi. Like, there's some change. This one, like when he lifted him up to do the pile driver, the crowd like you hear the gasp, right? And this is a clap crowd, so they can't make noise, which makes these shows sometimes even just boring to watch. But like they gasp and they're like, oh shit! And then when he won, I was stunned. I'm like, really? Chase won, and that's good. And but honestly, this speaks to how great Tanahashi is. Tanahashi is such a selfless guy from the very beginning. He's put over so many wrestlers. He's the reason why Okada became Okada. He did not have to let Chase pin him clean in the ring. He could have come up with, no, it has to be some shenanigans. This guy is so selfless that, come on now.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can understand. Chase is the perennial pin taker of
That's
Bullet
what we
Club.
said when we announced everything. We were like, yeah, well, who'll be taking pins?
Yes,
he's essentially like the job squad member of Bullet Club.
Yes, but like a twist on that is because he's a guy who's a pin eater, he knows how it takes everyone's finishers. So when it comes to setting up the climax of the match and all that, he's there. He is not. Some guys like Sonata are having some issues trying to set their matches up. Chase is always there, and I've yet to see him have a hiccup. So he's a professional. He's I'm saying. I love it. You know, hey, the Texas champion is doing great things. Texas. And because he beat Tanahashi, most likely he's going to get a future U.S. title shot. So good for him. Good for him. Next, we'll talk about the A block. Really, again, I go back. It is all up in the air. Well, shit. Oh, did they have a match? I think
that would be a banger.
Hold on. They did have a match. If I remember correctly, because again, the G1 at this time normally just kind of blends together. But they did have a match, and it was a pretty decent match. I'll give you that. But again, but they did have a match, and Evil won. I just want to point that out. So with the A block, it is still up in the air. Zack Sabre Jr., Ibushi, Shingo. There's 6 wrestlers that are still technically in this. What Zack Sabre Jr. continue to really be, in my opinion, be kind of the MVP of the A block. Shingo and Ishii are still killing it. And Shingo actually lost to he lost to Ibushi, lost to Zack Sabre Jr. He lost. I think he might have lost to someone else. I forget. But he's like he's really putting things together. So with 3 nights left, which I'm super thankful, by the way. I just want to point this out. Like, because of the shows aren't as exciting as they should be, it's kind of rough because like it's October, so I'm into it. Like I gotta watch my horror movies, you know. Then I'm trying to watch The Sopranos. I gotta watch anime. It's really hard.
Your Yankees are gone.
Hey, you know what? Hey, go Brooklyn Nets. That's what I'm saying. But
how they do? Well, that's good. Basketball's back, so the Brooklyn Nets have another chance to do what they said they were going to do last year.
Well, actually, they didn't say that. They said this would be the year.
New York is just out there stealing everybody's players, and y'all not doing shit with it. How y'all gonna take?
First off, it's not New York. It's the New York Knicks. It's the New York Knicks. I'm sorry. No, listen. I know you're a New Orleans fan, and you guys just get the bunt end of everything. No one's still New Orleans.
Where did football come into this? I'm a Cubs fan. We're talking baseball.
No. You just switched. Oh, you just switched over to basketball. Oh, you're talking about the Yankees. Oh, you're talking. And listen, I cannot help that your guys' owner does not love your team. Your guys' owner is cheap. That is his fault. Okay, I cannot help that in the greatest city in the world that they want to go ahead and spend the money. Okay,
talk hand influence. Influence. We're talking about everything tonight.
Listen,
love it.
Chicago is a big city. Awesome. Chicago is a huge city, so there should be no excuse for the Cubs not to spend money. So hate your owner. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the damn game. Because look at Houston. If you look at the Houston Astros,
one more game to try and make a difference.
If you Houston Astros, they actually spent a ton of money. Anyways, we're back to wrestling. Back to wrestling here. See. Okay, get with that nonsense. Hey,
never bring NAWF in here again.
I'm sorry.
I want to see
Listen. I was just saying. So with the G1, we're getting very close. We have 3 nights with the A block. We have 4 nights with the B block. It's gonna end around the last week of October. It should be great. And I just want to do just a quick shout out because of Noah, because my man Nakajima, he won the N1. Wait, why is there feedback? Is that just me? Anyways,
did you move your mic or something,
Brad?
When you picked up your thing?
Yeah.
You got too excited.
You got to.
Is it really me? The Yankee stuff?
It truly is. Okay. I just want to point out Nakajima won the N1, which is Noah's version of the G1. So now we're gonna get Nakajima versus Marufuji. Guys who don't know Marufuji, he's been in New Japan before. He was Kenta's partner. If you want to look up Kenta's greatest matches, because Kenta is really not that great in New Japan, look up Kenta versus Marufuji in Noah. It's fucking great. So check that out. Other than New Japan, that's what I have. Oh, and also just quick shout out. Tajiri just won the MLW middleweight champion, which people came out of nowhere like, oh wait a minute, Tajiri still wrestles? Where you come from?
Spoiler alert.
Okay, to be fair though,
that hasn't been out yet though, right?
It hasn't. No, it was their pay-per-view.
Yeah. MLW is still running on that pre-taped format, and they are very bad at keeping their secrets.
Oh. So it's not even out. It's not even like.
See, I thought it was live because I saw all the pictures.
Still runs on that Well, they pre-tape, but it airs on YouTube. So
they're still promoting a certain champion still being a champion.
Oh,
we're not entirely done with New Japan.
Instead of the former and the pit guest.
Yes.
The same.
And there's another thing I want to bring up about New Japan, which this thing irritates me, and I'm glad other promotions don't do this, right? So, wrestling promotions, please don't do this, right? So,
hold on.
Thank you. Okay. When you're having issues getting fans because for whatever reason, hold on. You have issues, right? Yeah, you have issues. Okay. If fans are sharing GIFs, pictures, or videos, don't hit them with a copyright. Like, people's accounts on Twitter and Instagram are getting taken down because they're sharing GIFs and they're sharing videos of New Japan. Because TV Asahi, who's showing the G1 matches, are hitting them with DMCC accounts. Like, what the hell? Be happy someone's talking about the damn G1. Why are you hitting them with copyright? They want to help you. They want to promote what's happening. I'm saying this year has been great because I have not had I don't have the feeling that I need to catch up with G1 because there's no spoilers whatsoever. Because absolutely no one is talking about it. And I follow the most hardcore of hardcore wrestling fans, and not a single person is really talking about it. So maybe it will not be in the best interest to hit fans with copyright when they're just showing GIFs and videos of the damn matches or moves. That's highly, very idiotic, TV Asahi. You make some great beer. You make some great beer, but your TV, your practices outside of that are terrible.
So if it's a whole match or the results, though.
No. Anything. Do anything. It'd be legit. There'll be like
You're okay with anything. You're okay with anything. You're saying so everything, because I've had problems with that and had to deal with people doing that.
So
dude, I'm saying any moves, anything like okay, you don't have to show the endings, but I'm talking about if it's a cool spot in a match.
Yeah, spots.
It's a picture.
Help. Yeah,
I'm saying. I'm not
if you
saying
give the whole match away, then no one's gonna watch it when you.
No. Okay, that's the difference. Yeah, no, these people are not sharing whole matches.
Okay.
Yeah, no, these people aren't sharing.
I was about to say is like we're about to have another conversation.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about whole matches. I'm legit talking about
sharing with somebody after our second show.
Yeah, no, I'm like no, like if it's a cool spot, yes.
Hell yeah.
Picture, that's awesome. Like.
Hell yeah.
Whole match? Yeah, they'll do a whole match. That's some other stuff. Yeah, especially for the small promotions like PPW. Why would you do that? Come on now. Now if it's some other promotion at Connecticut, by all means, go share that shit all the damn time. Screw them. But anyways,
they're all live and on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, hey Brad, you said you had something else about New Japan?
Well, I just had a question. I only had one topic, but I want to throw this question at NAWF because you've been kind of quiet the last 20 minutes while we talk about evil.
Let y'all talk.
No. We have first of all, we have a New Yorker, an ADHD kid, and Josh in the pit. If you don't step up for yourself, you'll never get heard. But real talk. Nick Gage versus John Moxley this weekend for the GCW Championship. Talk to me about that match?
Like, who do I want to win?
Yeah, just talk to me. Your perspective. Like, your perspective is everything because you're the one of us that doesn't talk about this shit in the group chat every day. So just tell me how you feel about the match in general. Who do you think is going to win? How do you feel about AEW?
I've become a big Moxley mark because I fucking hated Dean Ambrose. Like, Dean Ambrose.
Same.
And it was just like, it's fucking corny. It's terrible. And then he goes, and I know he was Moxley beforehand, but I didn't follow his stuff beforehand. So all I knew was Dean Ambrose until he got to AEW, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's actually fucking badass."
And a fucking hard worker, bro. And
Sarah makes fun of me. She was like, "You fucking talk so much shit about Dean Ambrose, and now you're all on his nuts." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I've Moxley's nuts. Get it right, not Dean Ambrose." First of all,
yeah. Get the nuts right.
We talked about this dynamic the other day.
Gotta have the nuts right.
This dynamic the other day, though, like a lot of people really shit on Dean Ambrose while he was in the E. But in my opinion, the Shield wouldn't have been shit without Dean Ambrose.
At all.
Because if you think about it, Dean Ambrose kind of was the workhorse of it, and Seth Rollins was the mouthpiece, and Romans was just kind of a coattail trying to figure his own way out. And when you look at a lot of that hardcore shit, a lot of that tougher spot, like Dean took a lot of the tough shit. So a lot of like the meat of that storyline, like the physical storytelling fell a lot more on Dean than anybody else. I say Dean, but Mox.
Yeah.
So like carrying forward into AEW, where AEW was like, well, fuck, man, I'm like, take the front row, just sit up there and just drive the whole goddamn bus, and now you have GCW versus AEW essentially.
And I think it's fucking crazy. Like I would have never guessed like some sort of like, all these promotions just fucking coming together, and
it's wonderful.
I guess because I was such a WWE market at one point. I was like, yeah, they're never working with anyone else.
Right.
And this has opened the like Impact, GCW, New Japan, AEW. They're all just coming together, and it's fucking amazing.
It's almost like the territory system again. Like back in the 80s,
the best.
When you had, but improved exactly. Like you have your Smoky Mountain guys. You have, you have all these different territories. But now they're starting to work together and say me personally, I think contracts are killing wrestling. To be honest, that's why the indies are thriving so great. and that main scene, with the exception of AEW, who is an indie-based development, like we became the main scene on our own through the indies, which makes sense. But like E has struggled because it refuses to embrace the indie aspect, and that's like trying to say, "This is my child. I'm so proud of how he grew up, but I know nothing about his first 18 years." Yeah, I think that's shitty because AEW really shows what you can do if you say, "Yeah, we came from there, and now we're here, and we're taking on our friends fucking with us."
I saw online, I think, I don't know where it was at. It was an indie show. Eddie Kingston was booked, but he had to back out, and they had Moxley replace him. And it was in like a little gym, and the crowd went fucking nuts because it's like, you don't expect it. Like,
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what company it was, but I saw it like last week, and I was like, just Moxley showing up.
Mox will work anywhere.
Yeah.
Mox will work anywhere.
I like that. I like that the indies and AEW has become about wrestling. Like and like you said, Mox will work anywhere. Like that's really about the love of the sport versus when you're stuck to a contract. Like I don't like wrestle for me Monday through Friday, have a Twitch channel Saturday, and I don't know, don't break the law on Sunday. Like that's all I give a shit about. And I think the WWE tries to make it so much about accepting, like, where's my cut, where's my pay for your creativity. Whereas the indies and AEW allow you to be like, okay, go out there and do it. And that's where you end up with like the main guy, one of the main guys in AEW,
just
fighting Nick Gage in GCW. Like a 10-year-old feud. Like imagine going to Tony Khan and being like, hey, we need our former world champion to go fucking bust some tubes and get his
tongue cut out with a pizza cutter.
Like, everybody's dropping.
Yeah, it has the world fucking talking now. Now the mainstream knows who Nick Gage is because of this.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Cardona in GCW? Since you're a former GCW or WWE, Mark, how do you feel about Cardona?
I loved it because it was a side I never thought I'd see of Zack Ryder.
Woo woo woo.
I was straight. I have shirts and the headband with the hair. I was just broski for life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll tell you an interesting story. What actually made me stop being a WWE fan was the day after WrestleMania when they took the Intercontinental title off Zack Ryder.
It was sad.
He won it the night before, and the next night they took it off him. At that point, I was like, "See, they don't give it. They don't know what they're doing.
That's when he
they don't know
Dallas,
what they're doing,
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's when he won it in Dallas.
Yep.
He won it in that ladder match.
He
was supposed to go to somebody else, and then that didn't work. So like, we'll give it to Zack Ryder and take it off the next night.
For a day.
Yeah. Like
when they do that shit.
Damn. Be nice to Zack Ryder already. Come on, woo, 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 Vince.
Did you see that they teased Fandango?
They didn't tease. I mean, did they tease it? They say he's coming.
It says Fandango. They played his music and everything.
I think he's going. I don't think it's a tease. I think he's going.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Because let me see.
Me too. I love how much the GCW. I love the GCW universe, like shitting on former WWE guys. Like they were all immediately like Fandango, what the fuck? Yeah. And all I could think was, I was like, guys, like Cardona was just the champ, and we all loved it. Like, do any of us need to tell Brett Lauderdale he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing?
Yeah.
No, I think not.
And then they had Effie take
Cardona's
title off him. Like,
I love Effie. Yeah, that was
love Effie.
He's so good.
Oh man,
good shit.
So it's funny, like, and I know we're way over, but I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
And we can keep going because, like, my name's on the show, so we're gonna keep going.
I'm grabbing a beer.
Yeah, because we kind of talk about AEW a little bit. So I found something interesting, like, how WWE doesn't want to say anything about previous existence of these guys, right? Like, these are all our guys or whatever. So what was your thought of how, like, Bobby Fish was just thrown onto a Dynamite and then to put Sammy Guevara? Sammy Guevara put, like, and as Adam Cole's in the freaking, I mean, it was the opening match, but I mean, that to me, like I've said on the show, the opening match is almost as big as the main event. That's one of the biggest matches. And he was with Moiga and the Bucks, and we got Bobby Fish, putting Sammy Guevara over, which I love Sammy, but like they were together.
It was a damn good match too. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, Bobby Fish is legit.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just found it kind of like, what is AEW doing with Bobby Fish?
Well, he's signed now.
Yeah, he signed them.
I know.
Them, like,
I know.
That's what confused me. I was like,
but I mean, they're making him be like okay, this guy's pretty good. Like, but it's like he was Undisputed Era with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
In WWE.
So you think he should be on a higher, like?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I love Sammy, but like, the TNT title is not the main title. So like that's a secondary title. I mean, I know it's his, but I guess that's technically his first defense of it. And I mean, it's a good match, but I don't know. It was something that made me kind of like, I'm gonna bring that up tomorrow, and so I just had to do that.
With Bobby Fish, I mean, because he's with MLW, right? So does that end already since AEW signed him?
MLW allows people to compete elsewhere.
Yeah,
but like
MLW, MLW's contracts only say that you can't run when we're having a show.
Okay.
They can go anywhere else.
You have to be there for all MLW appearances. The only catch of an MLW contract is you cannot appear on a major pay-per-view or a major broadcast show without MLW's approval. That was one of the kind of hang-ups with MJF working for MLW once he signed with AEW, because MLW wanted him more than AEW wanted to give him up. So he just didn't resign.
Yeah. But yeah, that's MLW is just basically don't take bookings on our dates. Like that's all their contract says.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I know.
I've seen a couple actually.
I know Bradley just grabbed a beer, but I do have to break the seal one more time.
It's all good, man. We can
very
chatter.
Professional. Give me like 1 minute.
Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah, man. I will say though, talk about Bobby Fish though. Like I've really appreciated how something I never felt he got in his other run was that like he really has a strike based like type of moveset. And
like Kyle O'Reilly.
Exactly Kyle O'Reilly. And the video getting you right, like if you do nothing about like Bobby Fish, that video setting you up before that match lets you know everything. Like
but that's what I'm saying. It's like pumped up for Bobby Fish. It's awesome, Bobby Fish. The videos, man, they're putting Bobby Fish like, man, he's gonna be a fucking badass and kick ass, and then debut lose, like you know what I mean, in the middle of a Dynamite. Like in the middle of a Dynamite, not the end of the Dynamite, not the beginning of the Dynamite. Like you know what I mean?
No, I'll give you this, but I'll give AEW this. They're very good at moving people around. People that either may be struggling here, they heat them back up again. You know, they do a very good job of moving people around. So I'm perfectly fine with them bringing in Bobby Fish and just kind of being like, okay. Plus, they can kind of spin it like, hey, you're more of a tag team guy. There's ways like they can spin it, you know, to do it. Plus, to me, it made sense with the story that they're telling of MMA-based guys going fighting the dark. What do I call it again? Jericho's group.
Inner Circle.
Inner City, as they said on the show, because he's a fucking. They say for you and those inner city guys. I'm like that. Inappropriate.
That's so good. I didn't catch that, but that I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny.
Freudian. But anyway, I'm getting fans. That was a big word for the pit. Did you hear it? I'm like, I forgot.
That was,
What did y'all think of the TBS title reveal? I mean, we all kind of knew what it was.
Okay, so
take off TNT, put TBS.
It's a ridiculous concept. It's so dumb. But you know what? It kind of threw me off guard because
Sean Spears got the wet towel again and just fucking scrubbed it. Wrote TBS on it.
It kind of took me off guard.
Didn't have a big X over the TNT and just have written TBS underneath it.
Yeah, just NWO style. Just
I really hope
exactly.
Dude, I really hope they never do a title size comparison because it is bigger than the women's championship.
I know that pissed me off.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like it's size of championship don't matter. I mean, but I mean for a person looking in, I would think the TBS women's title will be bigger, would be more important because it's much bigger than the damn women's title.
But I mean, being that it's the TBS though and it's AEW, you'll know. But I get what you're saying. Someone randomly looking at the two belts next to each other. Yeah. Oh, well, that's the major one. Then you look at, wait, no, that's the TV channel one.
TBS, man.
It's also like
that they're not even on yet.
Yeah. Not to be that guy, but I'm kind of going to be that guy. It's eerily reminiscent of WWE's mindset around their belts because this belt is almost exactly like the TNT title, with the exception of colors and a couple letters on the front plate, i.e. the WWE women's and men's titles are exactly the same way. One's red, one's blue, one says women's, one says men, one says
Universal, one's WWE. Yeah.
That was my only knock, and I know that like my thing is just this. I'm such a stickler for, like, if you say you're gonna be something, go be it. I don't give a shit if you're gonna tell me you're gonna be a backflipping clown juggler. But if you show up doing front flips, I'm gonna tell you you're full of shit, and I'm not here to watch this program. Because I just think that, like, if you're gonna go out there and say this is what I am, that's who you gotta be. You know, if you're gonna be like a good product, then you can do whatever you want. But when you come out and say I'm not competing, we're not them, we're not trying. But then you really do get that lazy with your titles, especially when you have the god of belts building your titles for you. Like, there's zero excuse for that.
Didn't Cody at first say their titles were going to be different and more like extravagant?
Cody said a lot of things. Yeah,
he did.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah.
But just a reminder, he hasn't had any fucking say in a year.
Yeah,
which
like they don't have the EVPs don't have any say anymore.
Yeah.
Which a year ago, we just found out a month ago, but it's been a year ago. Yeah, they haven't had any say.
Which I'm fine with that.
Which no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. They all said, but they were all the ones talking in the beginning about this is gonna be this and this is gonna be that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
and then Tony's like, it's gonna be this.
Yeah,
it's like what I fucking say.
You know, and it works. Honestly, I think the product has gotten better with having.
Oh yes, we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, but how about Hangman Page, man? Like,
I was gonna get to that because you were talking about how they can work things and move things around and make stories go. A fucking 2-year fucking story still going about him getting his title shot. You know?
Yep, dude. That pop he got, that is
shit.
That is insane. I was like, whoa.
I mean, if anyone left that curtain, if when he walked out that curtain, the plan was to put the title on him anytime soon, I would have backed it up. That pop just showed the crowd was behind it, and you can continue this long story. Like, this crowd is legitimately, like, when you look at the roster, like, they're behind Hangman's journey. They people, but they fucking are behind this Hangman storyline.
That's one of the best things about AEW, how they've kept it. Like, it's always gone, but it's for a reason. Because
and it's a day one storyline. So, that's Hangman's day one storyline.
That's from the press conference.
Yep.
that's like negative whatever fucking days, because it was like, yeah. And he said in the beginning, and it's beautiful. And that's why when I was gonna get when we were talking about the TBS title, I mean, yeah, we're laughing, oh fucking, they just made us another cut and paste fucking I could have made that belt based on the other one, and I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Y'all saw the great graphic I made when I wasn't here for 3 weeks. That's how shitty I do.
Hey, I love that graphic.
I'm sure you do. You have your name. But anyway, it gives you hope. Like it lets me have a lot more patience with things. You know what I mean? Like, at first, like, oh man, that's fucking stupid. Yeah. But then it turns out to be good. Like Britt Baker, like, why are y'all still giving her fucking chances? And now she's like, holy shit, like she's fucking came a long way, and she deserves where she's at. So so the TBS title, like, it's a joke or whatever, but it's a second title for the women.
Yeah.
We've been pushing that, hey, they got a lot of women on the roster that we don't ever get to fucking see on Dynamite. And like, you know what I mean? So like, maybe this is a sign that, hey, they are going to, maybe make a move that way.
Who do you think should be the first to hold it, though?
Thunder Rosa.
It should be. But
who do I think it's going to be?
Yeah.
It's going to be, yeah.
And
because I think that's the better choice. I feel like Thunder Rosa, because if this is the secondary women's title, I feel like Thunder Rosa should stay up there with the main title.
But I think it would give. I mean, I get your point, but I think giving it like legitimacy from the jump.
Okay.
Because just kind of like how the TNT title. I mean,
okay.
Cody was the first. Cody was the first one, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have
and at that time Cody was still revered, and now he's all hated and people are tired of him and whatever. But AEW is gonna fucking make that and make that work too. And
see,
he's gonna be the fucking worst, like the fucking hottest heel. Like he's gonna get to MJF level almost.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I mean,
Thunder Rosa is like Thunder Rosa's too like main.
I wouldn't say she would have it for a long time, but I think it would give immediate legitimacy for a top 5 talent in the world. Because I think that's what she is for a female in the female rankings. I think she's top 5.
And you want to continue and you want to continue pushing good women's wrestling. Good, like we got great women's wrestling.
Because then who she dropped it to is fucking boom.
Yeah, because if you put someone,
and then you got to take Conti or somebody like that who
I think they're gonna put it on Tay Conti, dude.
I hope so, man.
Is she in the match?
I think they'll build up. I think they'll build up to a moment where Tay Conti can take it on the quick or take it from somebody strong like Thunder, because the AEW fan base is obsessed with Tay Conti, dude. They like. Yeah. I see Tay Conti's name on Facebook more than almost anybody else's, like short of like CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega. Like when you talk about that underneath the elite level stars, Tay Conti pops up a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. But is she even in the tournament though?
That's I'm trying to look up right now who's in it. I know
I don't think they've announced everybody yet, but I know it's Ruby Soho. I know it's Cargill. I know it's Thunder.
See, and that's I'm worried when they included her. I'm like, oh man, please don't. I hope they don't put it on her.
A lot of people are saying it might be Ruby Soho, but that to me it seems like the obvious choice. So I feel like you're going to get a round 2 swerve or a finals not good match.
And it falls back to NAWF's point too. I think Ruby Soho and Thunder Rosa, like if it'd be like they're kind of above it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't hurt if they were the first one.
What kind of comment is that?
So
the what?
Go ahead.
Nobody was talking about Tay Conti when she was in the.
That's a bad comment, Matt.
Wait, she was. Oh well, yeah. Anyways, so I'll say that. So right now we know for sure Thunder Rosa, Ruby Soho, Jade Cargill, and Sky Blue. Those are the 4 for
Sky
sure.
Blue, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so those are the 4 for sure that are going to be in it. And I don't know how many people are going to be in the tournament. Oh, 8-person tournament. So we have 4 more left.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, so
this is my only thing. This is the only reason I say that. And to Matt's point, like, and I don't mean to.
I don't think he was. I'm
joking with you. Bad comment.
I don't think he was very.
That's a really good point that nobody was talking about Tay Conti in the E. But I think it has lots about like how you use it. Like women's program, they use their own women's program as filler. They use their own women's program as filler outside of 4 or 5 female stars in the entire company. So NXT, SmackDown, and Raw has 4 people that they don't treat themselves like bathroom breaks. So that's not really a surprise because AEW really does kind of try. It's not really like it could be more, it could be better, but like. I think Tay Conti really is an AEW fan favorite because of the fact that nobody talked about her in E because like they just really kind of bullshit with their women's division. Yeah. AEW actually says, well, go out there and do it. If it doesn't get over, it doesn't get over. Look at Britt Baker. Like, it didn't get over, and they're like, okay, it didn't get over.
Well, every week. Every week we talk about how, like, a great example she is.
No, I'm never gonna not love Britt Baker. From the time on the Jericho cruise where I saw her on the mic, like, chastise a fan that was walking away. Like, he yelled at her like Adam Cole. She was like, you know what, man? That's so offensive. I have my own career. This is some bullshit. And I was like, you know what, girl? Go get fuck you,
go,
guys.
Girl. You go.
I was like, go get it. Just yelling at this fool with the mic. I was like, you know what? That's some good shit. And then, like, 6 months later, they move into that heel program, and it just pops. I'm like, well, that makes sense. Like, Britt Baker just wasn't getting over as a heel. But that's kind of a testament because E would have dumped her. He would have dumped her. Like, it would have been a fucking.
She wouldn't have got that much time.
Exactly. For a year. Yeah.
Like the things that AEW is doing, WWE would never give the time for.
AEW looks at the different perspectives. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Stay tuned. Yeah. Patience.
Yeah.
It's patience.
Just saying.
You got to have patience. And it works. Because then those moments hit and you're like, boom. And that's where the pops come from. And that's when the big fucking things come from.
When's the last time you watched any WWE programming?
Me?
Yes, wrong person.
I watch every Royal Rumble, and that's about it.
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania.
I've never missed a second of WrestleMania since the first one. Like I've seen every second live since the first one because I'm fucking old. But so I'm keeping that streak alive until WrestleMania dies or I die.
Josh watched the first WrestleMania on what was it? CDs. Before
pay-per-view.
It was a closed circuit theater.
I was gonna say it was closed circuit. You went to an actual arena to go see it. Yeah.
Josh heard about WrestleMania 1 on Morse code.
It was a fire smoke signal.
Oh my gosh, Hulk Hogan won! Oh my gosh!
Smoke signals, bro.
I think I mean, so okay, so if I count NXT, it would be like one of the NXT takeovers. But like main roster wise, I want to say I watched WrestleMania, but I don't remember a single thing about it.
I watched.
Like I'm saying,
I watch
Pretty sure I
SmackDown.
did.
I watch SmackDown
can't.
almost every week.
The last time
I can't do.
I fast forward through it. Like it's all recorded because the kids watch it.
Yeah.
So I fast forward through them and watch the promos when Big E's talking. I like Big E. Like there's talent that WWE has some good talent.
I'll catch up on stuff on YouTube depending on who.
Roman Reigns is killing it. Like he's doing the best stuff.
Hey, props to him, honestly.
You know, Paul Heyman's
for sure.
fucking one of the goats.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So I tune into those moments, but I fast forward. I'm just like, fast forward.
So there seems to be this sentiment out there that people are getting tired of CM Punk
already.
Like supposedly, so there's people that people complain about everything.
Matches. What the hell?
He started his promo with, "Are y'all getting tired?"
Oh yeah. No.
He literally started his promo with, "Are y'all tired of this yet?"
No, it's ridiculous. I don't know. People keep talking about that, and I think they brought that up because they keep track of online stuff like that. But I will say, like, I love CM Punk. I don't need to have a CM Punk promo every single show. I think I think we could be okay with like.
What it is fucking greedy fucking bastards that want him to fucking wrestle every Dynamite and instead of fucking Rampage.
Yeah.
He's only got 12 wrestling matches a year. He only has to wrestle 12 times. Y'all really want to blow your load on Dynamite and Rampage?
Well, and it's like he comes out on Dynamite to talk about Rampage. Yeah. And then they're like, I don't watch Rampage. I watch Dynamite. I want him on there. Blah, blah, blah. I'm fucking tired of it because he doesn't wrestle. It's like, grow the fuck up, man. He's here. He's back. We've been waiting for 7 fucking years for this dude to come back.
Right.
No. Like, dude, I'm excited. Him against Dana Garcia.
It's going to be a great fucking match.
I signed up for cable just for that match. When they announced that, I went on Sling and I signed up for a promo.
How great is that for Denver?
Hey, we could talk offline. I could, what I'm saying.
Bro, I already was telling you guys this in the group chat. Why didn't you hit me up before I put my credit card in there?
Facebook went down. I'm blaming on that. Hey, I would say, like, I'm still enjoying the whole MMA ATT guys coming in, but one of the funniest things was seeing that brawl. That brawl was brutal.
Like Pagano, oh my god, bro. I love him, but holy shit, that was god awful. Like, I'm badass. Oh, bro.
No,
you know what the fuck to do, bro.
It was like
Jericho's trying everything to like do something right, bro.
It was so brutal.
He's like, fuck it, I'm out. And he's
so this goes back to a Matt Riddle thing that he said that one of the hardest things for combat guys to transfer over to pro wrestling is not so much like doing the moves and all that. It is 100% selling because in fighting, they're taught to not sell. You cannot show your opponent, and you can see clear as day that they did not really go over a lot of how to react because you understand those reaction was the funniest thing. I was like, he was like, oh, and he's like, oh shit, I got to fall out. Oh shit.
And you can see Jericho like leaning in so much, like telling him like what to do, and he's just like, and dude, he's like, fucking I'm out. And he just like rolls out. It's like, that was horrible, bro. Like, you're one of the greatest fighters ever, but that was horrible.
I know. Hey, but I'm excited to see Jorge Masvidal, man. Hey, that's gonna be some.
I'm worried about him too, man. I don't know, man.
I just would really love to see Scorpio Sky distance himself from all this MMA action.
Dude, I mean, what else would he do though?
Mark, but God,
what else would he do? I mean,
I'm just glad he's got something right now.
What else would he do? This is a guy who was the first ever AEW Tag Team Champion. He was one of the first people to challenge Jericho for the AEW title. He was one of the first people to sign with AEW. Then they partnered him with SCU on their extreme decline and did almost nothing with him outside of those 2 accomplishments. You really think that Scorpio deserves to be paired with Ethan Page and the MMA flunkies?
First off, don't knock Ethan Page. Ethan Page, don't be knocking Ethan Page. Ethan Page I've been an Ethan Page fan for years. I know his Impact stuff has been great. I think him in a tag team with Ethan Page is great. I love it. I think they have a great interaction.
It's great for Ethan Page.
Yeah. I'm so happy for Ethan Page.
Scorpio doesn't need it.
But you know what though? Ethan Page is a better promo than Scorpio Sky, but Scorpio Sky is a better wrestler in my opinion.
Dang. When's the last time they even let him talk for more than 5 seconds?
Okay, but there must be a reason for that. There must be because if you notice, AEW is very particular with a lot of stuff, with a lot of things. something must be there that they're like, hey, let's put Ethan Page with him because we know Ethan Page can talk and talk. And when they have
that's bullshit. I'm a great peer too. I'm a great sidekick too. That doesn't mean I want to play second fiddle the rest of my fucking life.
I mean, what? So where would you slot him at then?
I would give him a singles, just give him a singles run. He's not I love my guy Scorpio Sky, but he's really not a great supporting mouthpiece. He can run his own promos, but he's not going to help lift the other people up, in my opinion, enough to really sidecar him with these continued factions. Scorpio was the Wrestle Circus champion when they went under. That whole storyline was great. Angel, you've seen live that motherfucker can wrestle, work, promos, do it all. What do you mean? Why is he paired up with Ethan Page? To be fair, Ethan Page shouldn't be in that fucking program either.
All I can tell you is, not everything's great. I tell you, AEW is not perfect.
No,
but it's not at all. And these are one of the situations where I would look. Like you said, I've seen him live and all that. So maybe something is not translating well. I don't know. But as a big Ethan Page fan and as a big Scorpio Sky fan, honestly, in all fairness, I'll give you this. I want to see him wrestle.
Okay, that's where I was going. That's where I was
thinking. I like to see him wrestle.
This is a great feud. That's gonna be great when it collapses. They're gonna hold great matches.
Yeah, no. So I'll give you this. I want them to wrestle. It is definitely more about the ATT guys who clearly are not there, who are not really there. And honestly, and like I said, one of my other big passions is MMA and all that. Obviously, right? Yeah. This program is not really getting a lot of traction in the MMA community, like whatsoever. No one's talking about it. So I don't know.
Because Dan loves it so much, and he's willing to do and make himself look like a fucking ass and trying to be a big heel. Because Dan Lever is one of the biggest wrestling marks ever.
Yes, no, for sure.
That guy has like one of the most elite belt collections in the history of the planet.
I know.
like he is like sick, like his collection.
But that's my point. I mean,
so but he's stuck on the mic, inner city. Back to what I said earlier.
Oh, man.
And Cigano didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and Jorge didn't know what the fuck he was doing. These other guys, they didn't even point out what the fuck their name was, even though we know who they are. They didn't know what they were doing. Yeah. And then there's Scorpio Sky, just like, here I am with all these fucking guys.
Actually, you know, I have a good question, because I'm curious. NAWF, who is your daughter's favorite wrestler and on TV? Because I see her, like, what does she gravitate to as a...
I like that comment right there, by the way.
On TV, she likes...
No, it was great in Impact, by the way, but anyways.
Jungle Boy.
Nice.
Because the song, and she's like, does Jungle Boy live in the jungle? And I'm like, yes, baby. He's just like...
Been snorkeling with him too. He's pretty cool dude.
Just like with indie wrestling, she's like, "Oh, does King Rob Love live in a castle?" I'm like, "Yes, baby, he lives in a castle."
So where does you think Maddie live? In a mansion?
She just loves Matt, like in general.
There's nothing.
She says Maddie's the boss, so I'm like, "Yeah, Maddie's the boss." And she loves
Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Maddie's the boss. She tries to act like the boss if you went to our last show.
But on TV, her favorite is definitely Jungle Boy, Thunder Rosa, and Chris Jericho.
Nice. Good. Good. You're right. You're doing something right there, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're doing something right there. That's awesome, man. Well, I think we're like, this might be the longest episode we've ever had.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
With the least talking about wrestling that we've ever done.
I love it.
I mean,
we started, and I think, and my face hurts. Exactly, but I still don't really know who the fuck that is. But like, my face is hurting. I'm happy. Like, I'm happy to say that. I'm happy a lot of things when I say, well, I've never seen Sopranos. I've never seen all these things. I don't know these songs. Like, I'm happy.
I've never seen
I'm happy about it. I've totally
never
fine.
seen a single episode of Sopranos.
Me neither.
Me neither.
At all. And
yeah, well, I mean, I'm doing this right now, but it just I've never seen Sopranos either. Like, but
you've been you're like on season 6 or something.
Well, no, but it's my first time though. But like, because the movie's coming up. Because the movie's coming up. That's why.
But the fact that I've almost done with this series.
Well, but before, hey, I mean, what can I say? I'm into too many things. What can I say? Fuck it.
Yeah, with all that money you got, man. Like, you got,
man, shit. Wait till lawyer fees.
Real quick, Angel, fuck the Nets.
Huh?
Oh,
Whoa! This is our year. This is our year. Man, Patty Mills.
okay.
Patty Mills is gonna come off the bench. Whoa! He's gonna be great. Hey, Houston. It's gonna be another. It's gonna be another building year for y'all. You know. Hey, hey, you know what? It's great because the tickets gonna be mad cheap when I go to Rocket games. So I love it.
Toronto win another title, man. Y'all talking all this shit. Toronto's gonna win again.
Toronto ain't gonna do shit.
Man, anybody but the Nets are gonna do it. I know that.
No,
Moneyball ain't shit anymore. It's 2022 almost. There's
Lakers.
no more Moneyball. We all saw that movie.
Lakers.
Oh my god.
Brooklyn is baby. We got this.
Lakers. They're not my
This
team.
is our year.
Baby.
I'm a Pistons fan, so yeah, whatever.
Hey,
I've been living in the lottery for decades. Yeah.
Hey,
Dennis Rodman Pistons. Yes.
yeah. Hey, I'm saying, I'm
basketball right there, Dennis Rodman. We've had that conversation.
I'm saying, hey, for you Spurs fans, I appreciate Patty Mills. He's gonna do great for us. You know,
Yeah,
hey,
y'all won't use them, right?
y'all great.
In the NBA. Yeah, let's know how you guys.
We also got another. We also have a consistent.
Man, if there's one thing
I'll get as
learned-
many shots as Patty Mills will.
If there's one thing we've learned, if Pops don't want him, nobody else should. So enjoy Patty Mills. Enjoy it up there in Brooklyn.
He went off in the Olympics. He went off in the Olympics. Went off in the Olympics, baby. Hey, he went off the Olympics. Hey, we got Aldridge is back too. So thank you, Spurs again.
First of all, 80% of
like
other countries in the world don't actually play NBA
He's 20
outside
times better than everybody on that team.
That's bullshit. First off, that's bullshit. If you watch,
If I was from Australia, I'd be on that
the
team.
Olympics, it seems like
bad they are.
Argentina has gone off. The world has caught up. Australia had a great basketball team. I was going to say, had a great basketball team. Not Estonia. I almost said Estonia for no reason. France had a good basketball team.
So name 3 players.
I can't. I don't speak French. I don't speak French. What's up, buddy?
I can name 3 players from the Rockets right now, and I don't even like Houston. Sorry, NAWF. My bad. But
I want to.
Hey,
go for it, Patty Mills.
Later. I'm just saying,
this is degrading that you would even reference Patty Mills as your savior. You got KD on your team, and you talk about Patty Mills. Am I in the right chat?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. That was my fault.
No, man, we gotta have NAWF back for more, baby.
I know, man.
Got to.
We're gonna make this a 2-hour show. Shit, we're gonna have a wrestling segment, a sports segment.
I know. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a comment. I thought this was a wrestling show. I'm sorry, guys.
Man.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Is what you should say. It's not sorry. You're welcome.
About everything. We'll talk. Jenny,
I can, bro.
Basketball and wrestling.
I can do the same thing. I love sports. I love wrestling. I love music. Well, no, I guess I don't love music, but I have Metallica. I don't know anybody else. Ooh, yeah. Google it. That's always my response on the show. Google it. I know. Man, thank you so much, man. This is
I appreciate you.
So if this didn't give a taste to our watchers of what Talkan listening podcast is about, I don't know what is. And I think that's another beautiful thing about the roundtable. Like, we're trying to bring in all these other podcasts and just get vibes from everybody, and that's the vibe we got, and I love it. Yeah. There it is. The Talkans.
Talkans.
So where do they? Is it the typical podcast can be found? Where do you find you?
Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and then if you want to actually see the stupid shit we're doing, go to YouTube because we do a lot of stupid challenges. So, I mean, you can hear it, but if you want to actually visualize what's happening, go to YouTube for sure. And just type in Talkan Listening.
That's a channel. Okay, Talkan Listening.
Yes, on everything. But
Very cool, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you so much,
bro. I've been so excited about this all week.
Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that we kept you for like twice as long as we said we were.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm sorry for my restroom breaks.
It's all good, man.
Tell Sarah we appreciate her letting us borrow you for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go check on them right after this.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you, man. Be safe.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Holy crap, bro!
I love it. Hey, seriously. Hey, thanks, Sarah. We appreciate you. Hey, tell Teresa we said what's up.
We finally made it.
In the pit, man.
We're
what
over
a great
now.
show. I can't believe. I love the wives when y'all support us doing out. My wife's sitting over here on the couch listening to me talk shit. I'm just saying. I love that y'all support everybody doing everybody's thing.
That's awesome, man. We can't do it without the support. We appreciate everybody. Man, that was fun. Like my face really fucking hurts from laughing and smiling.
Me too.
It was great. Man, another one in the books. You know, so all we got to do is what we do.
Later, guys.
See ya.